Hey ladies and gents, here I am. I'm going to do my my shave den. This is all the stuff that's in my shave den from I've been wet shaving with safety razors and shavettes and single edge razors for about approximately 2 years. And this is like all the stuff that I've collected. It's not very much compared to some people, but it's what I have. I'm sure if I had a lot more money all the time, I would have a lot more stuff, but this stuff works for me. It works great, and I'm glad I got into wet shaving. How I initially got into wet shaving is I was just looking for a cheap way to shave. Before all of this, I was basically almost never shaving. I was using either like a hair trimmer just to trim down my beard and have the stubble. And if I had an occasion to go to, I would probably bust out a Mach 3 or a Fusion. I actually hated the Fusion. The Mach 3 was my better razor back then. So I'm going to get started. I'm just going to start off with, I think razors I acquired over the 2 years. And I got a little tub here full of a bunch of them. Can't really see, but I'll go through them. I'm going to try my best to go from oldest to newest. Like oldest meaning not like my first razors, but vintage. So vintage to modern. And I'll start off with probably one of my most prized possessions, because when I was younger, I remember playing around with this thing, and I'm surprised I didn't get cut, because maybe it wasn't sharp, maybe it wasn't shave ready, but it was definitely sharp enough to mess you up. And that razor would be the razor that I remember always seeing at my grandparents' house. I remember it laying around, and I don't know if my grandfather ever used it. I'm sure he did at one point, but I don't ever recall him using it. I have very few memories of my grandpa, because the only memories I can remember is when he was sick and he was grumpy, and yeah, so I really wish I would have got to know my grandfather a lot better, but you know, that's all. My grandparents were all passed away by the time I was 12, so I didn't really get a chance to really get to know them like some of you probably have. Anyway, so that prized possession is this. It's an old straight vintage razor. I don't know what the company is, because I've asked a lot of people and they haven't recognized it. The brand on it is actually Bull brand. I don't know if you can see that, but that is it. I have yet to use this. I did give it to Billy T. He did get it sharpened for me, but I don't have any means of keeping it that way, because I don't own a strop or anything right now. So maybe in the very maybe very soon I'll be getting a strop from somewhere. I just saw Busta's video on his giveaway, and I'm very intrigued in getting the strap that he has in that video from Star Shaving. So perhaps I'll buy that, because it's a very inexpensive strap, and it's a paddle strap, which is good for beginners. And I believe it looks like a 3-inch, so that means I won't have to do X patterns on the strap, which is awesome. So that's that razor, and I hope I shave with that soon. And then I have a couple more vintage ones here that actually came in boxes, but I'm not going to show you the boxes. Well, I'll show you this one because I have it right here. This is a Everready 1912. I've done a video with this. Looks like this. Has an awesome design on the handle. I love it. It shaves awesome, and it's from 1912, so you know, over 120 2 years or whatever. Yeah. So that's that razor. My den. And the next one I have is a, I believe, a Ever-Ready 1914. This one isn't in great shape. I have yet to use this one, but I heard that it shaves a little more smooth than the 1912. So I'm going to have to give that a go at one point or another. And those razors my parents actually picked up for me at a flea market. And I was like, wow, thanks. That was just awesome of them. My parents are awesome. They would like go out and get me things if I couldn't. And I think that's awesome that my parents are supporting my hobby. My next two razors I just found at a local antique store, and those are the Techs. I have a Travel Ball Line Tech, and this guy. So that's those. Those are very mild shavers. I rarely use those. I usually use them if I find I'm getting irritation and I still want to shave, but I don't want to like kill myself and not be able to shave for God knows how long. My next two razors I just picked up not too long ago, maybe a few months ago. I found them at a local Value Village, and they're pretty dirt cheap compared to the prices I've seen online, because this is the thing with Value Village. If they find a product, they go, sometimes if they don't know the price, they look it up on eBay. And whatever that eBay price is, they estimate and they sell it for half. So this guy right here, a Gillette Slim Adjustable, these are normally around like $50 on eBay, especially for one that's in pretty good shape like this one. And I got it for $25 at Value Village. And I got this guy here, Blue Tip. I got him for I think $15. So this one's in good working order. I haven't used it yet, but I probably will soon. And the Gillette Slim, I think I cannot use it right now. I put a blade in it, and one side is higher than the other side. So there's definitely something wrong with maybe the safety bar or something, but I might send it into Razor Emporium soon. I'm not sure when. And yeah, I can't wait to use this one. I've been wanting to use either a Slim or a Black Beauty or a Fat Boy for a really long time, probably since a couple months into using safety razors. So I hope to get this fixed soon. Okay, that's it for my vintage razors, except for one more that I'm actually scared to use, because I heard that the blade on this thing can be a little rough over the years if the hone on it isn't set right. So, and that would be this guy, which is a Rolls razor. I picked this up at a local antique store for $25. It's in like almost near mint condition. I'll try to show you. That's the stone side. It's in very good shape. And then the strap side is also in pretty good shape. There's no real nicks or anything in it. All the mechanism works really well. I'll give you a show of that. This razor's pretty nifty. Whoever invented it was very creative. Like, I don't know where they think of these things, but it's just awesome. And you take this part that slides back and forth and sharpens and hones it depending on which side you open up. And then this handle slides onto this, and you shave with it. It's like a single-edge razor. I've yet to try it. I've tried it on my arms. It feels rough, and I don't know if I'll be shaving with it just yet. Maybe in the future, maybe if I can send it to somebody. I don't know if Bill will be able to do that, or who could do it. I would have to see, but that would be pretty cool. So that's that. I think that's it for my vintage razors. Now I'm going to move on to my more modern, probably trying to keep it in order of which I actually got them in. So my first razor I ever got, I was trying to go as cheap as possible, and it's actually a very good safety razor. It's along the lines of Edwin Jagger, and that is the Parker. Oh, God, I don't remember the damn model number. Anyways, it's this one, and it's a Parker. It's pretty hefty. It's mild aggressive, but it does a great job. This is what I started out with. And then my second razor, since I loved the first one so much, ended up being a Parker 99R, which is a twist to open, which I was really intrigued by because at first, when I first started, I was very fumbly putting blades in and stuff, and I thought this would solve that problem. But now, obviously, 2 years, I'm pretty used to putting the blades in and out of a 3-piece razor. My next razor would have been the Razor Rock Jaws. Oh wait, sorry, I don't have it in my den anymore, but I did have a 37C, a Merkur 37C slant, and I traded that with P. Marshall for an Edwin Jagger 3D, which I'll show you in a bit. But then after that was the Razor Rock Jaws, which is an awesome razor. Pretty aggressive, you gotta be careful. It's not exactly for the new guy. Like, it would chop down this beard like it was nothing if I were to shave off the beard right now, but I'm working on that. And by the way, like, after December, this will probably be coming off. I'd love to hear what you want me to use on it out of all the stuff that I have in my den. Okay, so that's that. My next razor would have been... Oh yeah, I got this one pitched to me. I was interested in it, and I asked some guys what it was like, and somebody has offered to give it to me, and that was awesome. He gave me a bunch of samples of Taylor Vold Bond shaving cream, and that was just very generous. I cannot remember the guy's name. If you're watching this, leave a comment and thank you, because this razor was pretty sweet. I know a lot of guys are going to hate me for this because everybody seems to be hating on Douglas right now, and I don't really know why. Like, sure, whatever. This razor just looks cool. It's got a mustache on it, and a little mustache guy. What's cooler than that? And the bottom opens up, and you can add weight to it. You can weigh down this handle and have a very hefty razor. It shaves a lot like an Edwin Jagger. It shaves a lot like a lot of my Parkers because they're all basically the same head. I have quite a few razors that are, in comparison, the same head. My razor after that would have been the Edwin Jagger 3D laser, 3D whatever. The handle's awesome. The head is just like my Parker's, just like my Polywog, which is the name of this one. That's the Polywog. Shaves great. Handle's awesome. Lots of grip. I've used this handle on a lot of different razors just because I love the grip and I love how it looks. Next razor after that was actually it was, yeah, these two guys. They're actually piffed to me from a member on one of the shaving groups, which was honestly the most generous thing that I've ever gotten, because this right here is a $100 razor, Mercure Future. This thing is so freaking aggressive. I have not been able to get a really good shave yet. I haven't got used to it yet. I hope I do, because I want to hold on to this razor because it's just beautiful. I tend to get a lot of irritation on my neck. I'm hoping that with my every other day shaving, my neck will start to get used to being shaved and it can handle this thing. It's like, so far I've only went up to setting number 3, and most of the time I get irritation. And the other razor that had piffed me was a Mula R41. This is a 2013 version, and this thing's awesome. I love it. I use it all the time. It gives great shaves. It can mow down a beard like it was nothing. And yeah, that's those so far. Now we have a couple more left. The next razor I bought was from Magard's, and it's the Magard MR5. I really wanted a stainless steel handle, but I didn't want to spend a fortune on a stainless steel handle. So I got this guy, and it shaves just like an Edwin Jagger, but I didn't really want it for the head. I wanted it for the handle, because the handle just looks so awesome. It looks like a wave handle. I use this handle on a lot of different heads, which I don't really have a lot of different heads because they're all pretty similar, but most of the time I use it on R41, or I use it on my newest razor, which is probably one of my second prized possessions, because it is just a beast. It's a tank. This is my heaviest razor, probably my shiniest razor. It's the Mongoose. I just got this, I don't really know, a few weeks ago. Had about a week of shaves on it. I think the blade, next shave on this blade will be 7 days. And the blade is holding up really well. This razor is very efficient. It can be very irritating if you're not really getting that right angle, or using too much pressure. It's very easy to put too much pressure with this razor because of how hefty it is. But I love it. Good job, guys, at Mongoose Razors. You did a really good job on this razor. Thank you. That is my most expensive razor. I left one of the vintages out, and that's because I didn't have it in my box next to me, because I had a razor blade in it and I didn't want to risk messing that up. And it's the one I use in one of my most recent videos. It's the Schick injector, and I believe the date code is M16. And this is a very light razor, but it's very efficient, and I like that. I use it from time to time. So that's it for razors, and I'm just going to go through my soaps really quick because this video is already getting pretty long. I didn't realize how long it could take to just name off how many razors I got here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 razors. That doesn't seem right. But, yeah, 16 razors. 17. 18. 19. I missed one. I have this guy, CJB Camisori, but it's broken, and I'm very disappointed. Like, the spring broke, and now it will not hold the blade. And that sucks. If you know anyone that could fix this for me, comment or message me on Facebook. If you have me in one of your groups, I'd love to get this thing fixed. Let me know. Anyways, so onward with cream soaps. One of my first creams was Parasso. And I think after that it went Parasso White. And then I think actually Edwin Jagger Sandalwood was my very first, and then it went to Parassos. And then after that I got Taconic because it seemed like it was good. I don't know. It wasn't good for me at first, but as you saw earlier, it smells amazing, and yeah, the shave quality of this was actually pretty good my last use, which it hasn't been either with any of my older ones. It must just be my technique improving and not using too much water or too little water. After those, I bought How to Grow a Mustache Cavendish, which is an awesome soap, and they are now known as Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, and they teamed up with one of the artisans over at Pedal Pusher Fancies, and that's why they changed their name, I believe. And I haven't tried any of their new line, but I hope to sometime soon. And the next soap I got is Macaroon by the Body Shop. This stuff's really good. It's a cream. I find it hard. I always seem like I feel like I use way too much of it because it's a cream and I dip my brush into it. I should probably just dip my finger and take like an almond-sized amount out so I'm not just killing it. Then I got just the cheapos, the very budget soaps. Got Wilkinson Sword, which is an alright soap. It's not the slickest. It's not the slickest after if you're going to go for more passes in that application of soap. The smell's very clean. I'm not really sure what you call it. It just smells clean. Like a cleaning product almost. It's not a horrible scent, but it's not the best scent either. I got some Arco just mashed up into a little bowl. I don't use it very often. It doesn't smell horrible to me, but it smells a lot of like horrible to a lot of people. A lot of people say it smells like a urinal cake, which who knows? I don't really know. I don't smell urinal cakes. I don't like sniff in the urinal while I'm taking a piss. I got William's mug just mashed up into a bowl. I think I cheese grated it into the bowl because I didn't know what to do with it. And then this one, it was just an experiment with some melt and pour that my fiance had laying around that really didn't work out. I think I tried making like pumpkin spice, but it's melt and pour. It's cheap from Michael's, so the base is really crappy. And I just melted it into this little thing, and I tried it out, and it was just horrible. I had to bail out and grab something else. And I just got a bunch of little samples. I'm not gonna name them all off. There's Taylor Roll Bond Street. So that's pretty much it for soaps. My blades are just a mix. I haven't tried a lot of blades. I got like Lords, Sharks. I got 7 a.m. I don't know what that is. I think I got some Gillettes. I got some feathers. I haven't tried feathers yet. I should. But my go-to blade right now is the Astras. These blades perform really well for a lot of people, and they're cheap. Cheap like the budgie. So that's those. And then I got these gem blades for my old Evereadys. Got a pack of Feather Pros for my Mongoose / CJB Camisari, but you know, that pooped out, so don't have that anymore. So now it's just blades for the Mongoose. And then I just got a pack of Persona blades here. So that's it for blades and razors and creams and soaps. And now it's brushes, and I only have 3, and they're all cheap, but they do the job, and they do the job well. I don't see a big need to spend hundreds of dollars on a brush. So my first brush was this Simogue. I don't know the model number. This was my go-to brush, but now it's pretty much my fiance. She uses it when she showers to shave her legs. I actually got her into safety razors, but she rarely actually does it because she just doesn't feel like she has the time. So yeah, that's something to be worked on. So ladies out there that safety razor shave, get her into that. She has a channel on YouTube called Cosmetic Counsel, and it's a beauty channel. She does makeup tutorials, she does subscription box openings and reviews of products and stuff like that, so go check her out. Her name's Debbie, and she's awesome, so do that. My other brush, my second brush, was a Volfix Pure Badger. This is pretty much my go-to brush. Very soft. It's got backbone. I don't know if it has the most because I don't use that many brushes, but it works well for face lathering. It works well for bowl lathering. I have not lost a lot of hairs out of this. It's a little scritchy, but not horrible. But it's a nice brush. My go-to brush. And then I have the Omega. This thing's huge for face lather. It's almost too big, but I do use it on occasion. I just got it in a pack that I bought my dad. I was trying to get him into wet shaving, and I just bought him a Wilkinson sword razor, the 2-piece plastic thing, because I wasn't sure if he was going to like it or not. I didn't want to spend a lot of money to get him into it. So I bought him another brush previous to that, which I think was a Wilkinson brush. So I just took this brush because I wanted to try it. That's it for brushes. Now I'm just going to go into my creams, which I only have like 4 of. My pretty much go-to cream is Nivea Soft. Stuff works awesome, and I stick to it because what works for you, right? So why spend a lot of money on a cream if you already have one that's inexpensive and does the job? And my next one is Axe Sensitive. I use this stuff a lot too. I mostly just use it on days where I don't really shave. I'll just plop it on. It's pretty thin when it goes on, so it doesn't really stick. I don't know how to explain it. It's just not the same. And then my next one is L'Oreal Men Expert Sensitive, or Hydra Sensitive. This stuff's pretty good, thick. It does a good job. I don't know what else to say about it. Now I'm gonna go on to my aftershaves. I have quite a few of those, more than my creams. I have Old Spice. I don't use this very often. I find it dries my skin out like crazy. Like the post feel of it is just not good. Got Aquavova Ice Sport. I love this stuff. I need to buy more. I'm running low. Anyway, that stuff's good. Good post shave feel. It's like moisturizing almost. Vanilla Clubman. I love the scent. I do not love the post feel of it. It doesn't leave my skin feeling all that nice, and I don't know, I just can't use it very often after a shave. It's pretty high alcohol content, so it burns. I got Adidas Energy aftershave, but I do not use this because it's very high alcohol again. It burns and it leaves my skin feeling dry, so I use this on days where I just want a scent. I use it more of a cologne, as a cologne. I got the Cavendish aftershave, which is alcohol free, which I love, but I wish it wasn't $20 for a bottle. I understand why it's $20. It's an artisan aftershave, but for a 3.4 fluid ounce, I just can't see myself purchasing it again unless it's just like a special purchase. I don't know. I'd rather buy another soap than spend $20 on an aftershave. I have Booster Island Bay Rum. This stuff's awesome. I don't love the scent. It's a good scent, but it's, as I said in one of my videos, it's just not the Bay Rum scent I was looking for. It leaves your skin feeling good though. At least it just leaves it very moisturized. This I use when my skin just feels like it can't handle it aftershave. It's just straight up 100% witch hazel, Dickinson's witch hazel. Very cheap. Got it at Walmart. Does the job. Cleans me up. I don't really like Gillette stuff, but I like using this in combination with my Aqua Velva Ice Sport, and it's this Gillette Fusion Pro Series. And it's a mentholated lotion, and I don't normally use it after a shave. I use it on days where I just splash on aftershave. I don't know how many of you guys actually still splash on aftershave even if you didn't even have a shave. I pretty much do that every day out of the shower. It's just a routine for me, and I just do it. I don't know why. It just feels good. It feels like having a fresh shave, not having a shave. I don't know how else to put it. That's just what it seems like. I just got this guy here. It's just a random dollar store chocolate stick container that I turned into a little blade bank. Got a mug for soaking my brush. I just fill it up and throw my brush in there while I shower. Whoops. Breaking shit. I got some pre-shave oil. Real Shave Company. I almost never use this. I'm just contemplating just tossing it in the garbage because every time I use it I don't really get that good of a shave, which was part of my problem. I think when I first started I was getting a lot of irritation. I think it was due to this pre-shave oil. It felt slick when I put it on, but not really slick. It almost felt more sticky. I don't even know how it works, but it just didn't leave a lot of slickness on my skin. And it almost felt like it was making a razor drag rather than glide. So I'm probably going to get rid of that. That's pretty much my shave done, besides like my razor stand. and I don't have any space to put all this stuff. I just have it in like, I have a 3-drawer thing like this, and I kind of just stick it all in there, and I have some room in my medicine cabinet in my bathroom, and I stick some of my aftershaves, some of my creams in there for when I don't feel like digging through stuff to get it. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much my den in a nutshell. I know it's not anything fantastic, but one day I'll get there. I'm gonna be getting a new soap in the new year. I can't say what. It's gonna be a surprise. I'm probably gonna do a review of it. I'll do probably a lather review followed by a shave review, hopefully. So look forward to that, and thanks for watching and checking out my channel. Just stick with me, and you'll see some new stuff. That's my shave den up to 2014, and hopefully it just keeps continuing to grow. I want to definitely add more soaps. I want to try some new aftershaves. I want to fix up some of the razors I have. I definitely want to get my grandfather's razor cleaned up, and I don't know about scales, but I thought about it, but I kind of want to just leave it original if I can get away with it. So that's that. I'm just going to talk to some guys about that. Anyway, that's it. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and shave on.